Hello, and welcome to Stompboxing, a podcast about guitar pedals and whatever else. My name's Dan.
I'm Carlos.
And, we should at the top here kind of announce that this is episode 7. And when we initially started doing this, we kind of had a plan to do like a mini-series kind of thing, test the waters. And so we're going to announce that after episode 8, we're going to take a little bit of a hiatus and then come back, hopefully. And I don't know, we don't really have a time frame, but...
Yeah, whenever we feel like it.
We've been having fun, though, so I think we're going to get the itch again.
Yeah. No, I think... Yeah, I guess I told you about the idea.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think from the beginning, we both really gravitated towards, let's do a season.
Yes.
And honestly, for me, it's also been very different and much nicer knowing, like when I'm getting stressed out because of how much work it is, or like realizing that there's some other things that I need to start working on and that I can't do at the same time.
Yeah.
It's nice to know, like, oh, okay, we're already on like episode 6. So it's only a little bit more and then we're done and then we can go back. Yeah.
There's a finish line in sight. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can you imagine doing this endlessly, like every week? That seems like torture. No offense.
I mean, yeah, no offense to like every podcast that I listen to, and thank you for doing it. I don't know. I mean, I think if it was our job, like if we were getting paid for it, then I feel like it would be different because then also probably we wouldn't be doing some other things that we're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I guess maybe, I don't know, like if we were both more focused people and we were only doing like a day job and this, that would also work.
But everything's quite fractured.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, we're both doing like so many different projects, so doing this constantly on top of everything else just seems insane.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very good about the decision.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, and I'm sure our hundreds of followers will be okay in the meantime.
Write in the comments how much you miss us.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, yeah, if there's been a couple of people that we have never met that like somehow have found us and like said something on YouTube. That's very nice. Like if you're listening to this and we're not going to run into you because we're not friends in real life, like say something, because especially at the beginning, it did feel like, oh my God, is this just a huge waste of time?
Just talking to the void.
Yeah, just like, I mean, the conversations are fun and like I'm happy to talk to you. I feel like also because we were not friends when I lived in Iowa City, like it's been a nice balance of like, we knew each other enough where the conversations can be very fluid, but like not so well that we've literally had this conversation like a week before, right?
Or it's not like we don't know like everything about each other either. We're still like
yeah. So I mean, in that regard, it's been great. But yeah, it is nice when somebody says like, "Oh yeah, I listened to that. It was fun." Yeah. All right.
So today's episode is about preconceived notions of pedal companies, and so we've kind of picked handful or so of pedal companies to talk about. Because as people online just like to talk about anything, and have very strong opinions. And it's kind of interesting to talk about like the validity of some of those thoughts and notions, and how or maybe these certain pedals are for certain kinds of players or not, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm also curious. I'm going to assume that between the two of us, like we have similar, not necessarily similar opinions, but like similar ideas of what associations, let's say, with certain brands. But maybe not. So we'll see.
Do you want to start with Boss?
Yeah.
Trusty old Boss.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Boss to me is kind of like the working man's pedal. It feels like it's just like put on your hard hat. you're just going to work. They're built like tanks.
Yeah,
they're pretty easy to use. They're usually like 4 knobs. Yeah. Not a lot of like secondary functions. It's like the pedal, going back to pedal honesty. It's like the pedal does what it does. Yeah. It's like you pretty much know what you're going to get. Outside of that new thing they put out, right? With like
Ooh, yeah, the microtransactions.
Yeah, that's real bad news. That was tough to see from Boss, because I generally like Boss a lot. I mean, I've owned maybe 4 or 5-ish Boss pedals over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I just loaned out my turbo distortion to Deb Talon. She's playing with Gia Margaret on the road right now, and she texted me, was like, "Do you have any spare crunchy pedals?" And I was like, "Boy, do I!" My first ever pedal, and apparently it's working great. So I'm glad it's getting some use on the East Coast. Yeah, I don't know. They're just like, they're streamlined. They're simple to use. I feel like some people look down on them as like, because they're not boutique or whatever, right? It's like that to me is kind of that online brain of like the aesthetics of a board, or like maybe not even aesthetics.
Sure. Yeah. Or the clout.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Do people still use that word?
I think so. Like, yeah.
Okay.
But then I mean, like Prince had a Boss board. Like he pretty much only played Boss pedals, and he sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about like what will be sounds where you're like, I cannot get this from Boss, right? Like if we're just talking about like basic sounds, they have everything. Yeah. So, but at the same time, like if I went to a concert and there was somebody with an only Boss pedal board, I would be kind of freaked out, because that almost feels like a statement.
Oh yeah, like, totally.
Like you're deciding. I don't know if it's just brand loyalty or like laziness. Like I don't want to think about this. I guess maybe that's how I feel about it sometimes. Like if you're choosing a Boss, whatever, it can feel like, oh, you just didn't want to think about this. You didn't want to do any research, so you just went with Boss, right? Mm-hmm. Except for like some of them. Like I feel like
that the vibrato gets a lot of love. Is like.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, a lot of the ones that they've done, the Wazacraft.
Yeah. Like that red delay or whatever.
The pink one,
or pink, whatever it is,
yeah. Or the like a Blues Driver, which honestly, I mean, I don't own a Blues Driver, but I feel like if I was just starting over and I just wanted like a nice, more or less neutral drive, and honestly, also like if you. I mean, the times that I've tried one, like if you push the gain all the way up, it gets pretty fuzzy.
I've never actually played one, I don't think, but it was always on my short list because I mean a bunch of people use them and.
I mean, like if I was, I guess I'm trying to think of like what would be like basic overdrives or just like drive pedals. Like I definitely like a Blues Driver better than a Tube Screamer, better than a Clone. Probably better than like a DS1 or a OD1. So I don't have one, but like
because it's kind of like a Blues Breaker ish kind of thing, right? Is it?
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I don't know if I've ever tried a Blues Breaker. I think maybe they're not related. Maybe it's literally just the name, and that there are blues blue. I don't know. I mean, it feels like it's a nice like. Versatile overdrive, almost distortion. Because I mean, I've talked about like how like I like Rat pedals, but I almost only like them for high gain. So I feel like I don't get very excited about Boss.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a ceiling for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's because even they're like bigger platform pedals, like the dual pedal ones.
Yeah.
Like they have the Space Echo one like that. That's bigger.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And some of it's like the 500 series. They've got like the delay one and the modulation one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are I think quality pedals certainly, but they're never gonna like really excite me too much.
Yeah,
except the Giga delay.
Yeah, I think there's also like a niche following of like their version of like an HX Stomp.
Oh yeah.
Which I demoed one for Premier Guitar, and I mean, it was okay. Like it sounded good. There was something about it where I was like, this is not fun.
That's why it's the working man's pedal.
Yeah. I don't know. And I mean, maybe a lot of people would think that an HX Stomp is also not fun, but there was something very bland about the experience. I don't know how else to describe it. But I know that there's some people who like, if people are talking about like, oh, are you going with like a Quad Cortex Mini or an HX Stomp or this or that, some people are like, it's the boss, no questions. So yeah, I don't know. It just feels like it's just there. It's like,
yeah, it's like the cockroach. It's always going to be there. Complimentary, I think, but
I was gonna say more like, I don't know. I'm trying to think about like a restaurant where it's like, it's gonna be fine.
Yes, yeah. It's like the high floor, low ceiling kind of thing, where it's like,
yeah, like I mean, I don't want to say McDonald's because McDonald's is not fine, but like, I don't know, like what is just some like random Mexican restaurant that like,
yeah,
it's local to you. It's not the best Mexican food you've ever had, but like
but it's
if
always going
somebody
to be
says
solid.
like, yeah, like if a friend is like, oh, do you want to go there? You're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm going to order the same thing every time.
Yep.
That's what boss feels like to me. I'm not like, wow, do you see that pedal? But I don't, yeah, I feel like it is a little bit unfair in that I do feel like they have some pedals that are maybe like, I mean, might be like the best example of X. Right?
Yeah.
But it all gets kind of flattened by the rest of the lineup, right?
I think it's because they look like so distinct too, and
yeah,
like
sure.
I mean, just different colors, but I mean, just talking the general, their main stomp box. It's like so they all kind of blend together in some ways, and I know other brands use the same boxes, but it seems like they're able to differentiate more or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this in another episode where like the aesthetics of Boss, it is again, it's sort of like very boring, but extremely good at the same time. The fact that like you were able to come up with something where all you're changing is the color and the knobs, and you're done. That's it. There's no questions. Yeah, I mean that it is pretty mind blowing that like it works so well, and the colors are so iconic to the point where like I feel like if sometimes like if you think about like, oh, what color is whatever effect, I would say at least 50% of the time it is the color that Boss chose.
Like a flanger is purple to me.
Yeah. Or like a distortion is orange, overdrive is yellow. Like those are the Boss colors, right? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I guess based on like the ones that you've had, like you don't have anything on the board right now, right?
I don't. No, I put the turbo distortion back on the board for a little bit. And had some fun with it, but then I don't know. I just gravitated away from it, I don't know. I don't know why I switched it off.
Yeah.
One annoying thing about them too is if you stick the Velcro on the bottom or whatever, it doesn't stick to that like rubbery stuff very well, which is always very annoying. And honestly, that could be one of the reasons because it just became so annoying. I know you can like take that off, but
yeah, I've done that with when I was using the OC5, which is the only Boss pedal that I've ever bought. But yeah, so on that one I took the rubber off the back, so that then I could like stick the Velcro. But then honestly, I don't know. I was thinking about selling that pedal, and I think part of why I didn't do it was because I was like, are people gonna be weirded out? Do I try to like glue the rubber back? I found some like tips online for how to do it, so it can be done. But yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. Like, is that why they're not on more pedal boards?
Honestly, the stuff like that matters to me. Where it's like, there's just one more barrier to like get on a board.
Yeah, I mean, same with side jacks, and they're kind of stuck. Like, I mean, if they did, if you saw a Boss pedal with top mounted jacks, it would be so weird. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just thinking like for example, when you got the light speed, why not a Blues driver?
Probably because I was sucked into like the boutique stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. Right.
And I'd seen a bunch of demos, and then I mean, you hear a bunch of hype about it. I mean, in that pedal's defense, it lives up to the hype for me. It's definitely. It adds something. That's the other thing about Boss too, is they're pretty affordable. Like,
I kind of forget how cheap.
It's a pretty consistent. Yeah, they've been. consistently like one of the most. Well, I guess there's cheaper pedal lines.
Yeah,
too,
yeah. But I mean, out of the ones that are like metal enclosure, it's gonna be well built. Not some random brand that you've never seen before, or a pedal that you can find under 4 different names.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like now, like, because my tolerance for price in pedals has gone so much higher.
Yeah.
I forget like how cheap Boss pedals are. Like, I'll see something and it's like, oh wait, new? It's under $100.
Yeah.
Which now seems crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just more like, that moment of like if you were asking me, oh, I'm thinking about switching my Westwood for something else.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like me suggesting a Boss pedal would be kind of like the hot take.
Yeah, yeah, or like a step down somehow or something like that.
No, but that's what I mean. I feel like now it's becoming this like cool, like,
oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
like normcore thing, where like, oh yeah, the smartest thing, or like the most hipster thing, is to then like go back to Boss pedals, right?
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I mean, but sometimes it is just like, yeah,
it works.
It works, and it might be like the best option. I don't know. And I know they have some like pedals that are weirder. Like, I know some of the delays some people really like, or there's those like pitch shifter delays where you can like step down and it does the like whammy thing for you. I know there's some people who like use those in very creative ways.
Or like the slicer too. I'm just remembering now. I think.
Yeah.
Steve Grismore, my old guitar teacher, had that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he would use that in really cool ways.
I think it's that duality of like, they're kind of like the pedal for the person who doesn't know anything about pedals.
Yeah.
And for the person who knows everything about pedals. And everybody in between is not going to use them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an on-ramp to pedals, and then yeah, and then I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it just, like, it doesn't come to mind usually when I'm thinking about like what to add. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them.
No, they're
like
all the pedals I played from them are great.
I mean, I'm sure there's like something that got discontinued that like nobody liked, but like even like the Metal Zone.
The Metal Zone, yeah, I was just about to say.
But like, there's a lot of people who do use them.
Yeah.
Like, and also, I don't know if you saw this, like a couple years ago, people started using them as preamps.
Oh, I didn't.
So like running straight into the return of an effects loop.
Okay.
It sounds way better.
Oh.
Like, I mean, it was kind of mind blowing. Like, oh, actually, like if you were, I don't know, like if you were going straight into the computer and you had like a good like cap simulation with IRs, like you could just go from the Metal Zone into your interface and use that as your head.
Wow.
Yeah. There's always like somebody's going to figure something new out.
I've heard their amp in a box pedal is really good too. They're I forget what the IR or something.
Yeah, that gray one.
Yeah.
So like their version of like an Iridium or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so they're still like following the trends too, but
including the microtransaction one.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I feel like nobody's talking about that anymore.
I wonder how those sold. I can't imagine they sold great.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm sure that there's some people who,
or maybe people just don't care, or aren't.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's people that like
aren't as sickened by that as we are.
No, I don't. Just saying, like, I'm sure there's people who are like, we're not talking to, and like are not as tapped into pedal culture, and they just saw that and we're like, oh, I get a bunch of Boss pedals.
Yeah,
nice,
cool.
No, honestly, that felt almost more like, I don't know how much people were upset about that specific pedal, and more just like, is this the beginning of the end?
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
harbinger of this is where it's going now.
Yeah,
everything in life is a subscription now.
Yeah, totally. Any more thoughts about Boss
I guess one last thing is, and I think I mentioned this on the past episode too, but going back to like the working man's pedal, it's like if you're on the road and a pedal breaks or whatever goes down, it's like you can pretty much find a boss at any guitar store.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have that reputation, I think, as like,
yeah,
even if it's like replacing a different kind of pedal, maybe that's just like,
oh sure,
oh yeah, you can
definitely.
get an affordable delay or something like that on the road if yours craps out.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely be like I don't know. Sometimes I do worry about, oh my god, what if my pedal board gets stolen? Like more than what if my guitar gets stolen. Honestly.
Yeah. When I do the math sometimes, where it's like, oh man, there's a lot of money on that board.
Yeah, I mean it is crazy. Like you start adding things, and like
especially like slowly over years too. It's like because it starts with a bunch of boss pedals, and then when you get more expensive taste.
That's the thing. Like what? Yeah, because you're usually just thinking about like, oh, this new pedal is this much, but you're not thinking about like, well, that added to the pedals that I've bought like in the last couple of years, it ends up being a lot of money. So yeah, I mean having an all boss pedal board would be nice. Thinking like, well, if it's gone, I can replace all this in like a day and less than, I don't know, $1,000 for sure.
Yeah. That's crazy. Speaking of expensive pedals, we're gonna move to Strymon now.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm trying to remember like the first Strymon I came upon in like videos, or it was probably the Timeline, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard about that one.
It had to be that, yeah.
Or the Flint, maybe. I don't know if that was before.
I don't know. I think for me it was definitely the Timeline.
Yeah. I borrowed James Edel's Timeline.
Oh, okay.
When I recorded my record Focus. I mean, I barely scratched the surface with it. I found a couple of settings and then I was like, oh, this is too much. Gave it back to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it has a screen, even if it's a tiny screen.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that's too much for them.
Too many parameters. Great sounds, obviously, but yeah, it's just not built for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like Strymon gets the Strifecta. Wasn't that the Timeline, the Mobius, and the Big Sky?
Oh yeah.
And it's I feel like they get lumped into like the worship music scene.
Yeah, that is
somehow.
Are you tapped into that world at all?
Sometimes stuff pops across my like Instagram algorithm or whatever, just because it's pedal stuff, and then you watch something, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is another worship musician.
Yeah,
talking about pedals.
Sorry, what you were saying something? I cut you off.
Oh yeah, even though that like Strymon pedals are just like ubiquitous for everyone too. I'm not sure why they get batched into worship musicians.
Yeah, I don't know, because also I feel like the HX Stomp is like the worship pedal.
Yeah, and maybe the like Strifecta was like before that, and then the HX Stomp came, and then like when like modeling got bigger, and because I think on those stages too, they all run direct. It's like
I can see that, and I don't know. I mean, maybe it's also just the fact that it's like, I mean, this is like huge assumptions. I've been to church very few times, but I'm just imagining like, is this like an interesting intersection of like people who if they didn't have the opportunity of playing in church, they would just be playing at home, but also they are kind of like hobby musicians with probably a pretty nice day job.
Yeah.
So it's like you have the income and also you get to play live. So you have more of an incentive of having nice gear. Like justifying it, right?
Mm-hmm. I think too, something I thought about them, because they were like, I knew them also just as like an expensive brand. Like one of the, it's just totally. Like, I remember first looking at prices and being like, oh, okay, this is kind of a whole other tier of prices that I'm used to. And then I finally played a Strymon. It's like, oh, these pedals are really, really good and sound good in like every setting.
Yeah, I think maybe the first. So yeah, my friend Javi that I've mentioned before in the podcast, he lives in Spain. He had a Flint. I think maybe that was the first time that I spent any time with the Strymon pedal. And then I bought what is the smaller reverb?
The
blue sky?
Blue Sky, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I bought one of those secondhand in Iowa for him. And yeah, it's interesting because I feel like those like middle size Strymons, I think those are the ones that most people really like.
Yeah.
Like they're very easy to like.
Yes.
They're straightforward enough. Usually it's just like, these are the parameters.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some switches to like switch modes. And maybe there's some like hidden functions, but not as much.
And you don't like need them, because I feel like some hidden functions are much more important to the pedals, I guess. And it's nice when it's nice when they're there if you do want to get into that, but it's like you certainly don't need it to get good sounds out of it.
Yeah. And I feel like in my experience, most of those with Strymon are kind of like a set and forget thing.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Or to like change, like in the Flint or whatever, to like change the order.
Change the order or something. Yeah. So it doesn't feel like something that you're going to do in the middle of a set. It's like
the one thing with my Volante, that's the only downside is I wish I could change the mix of the looper without having to push two buttons down. I think it's like 2 of the tape head buttons I push down and then twist the mix knob, and that's like the loop mix.
Yeah,
that's my only gripe with that pedal.
All right. I mean, there's always going to be something.
Yeah. But other than that, it's great. And there's probably a way to do it with an expression pedal too that I just haven't.
Oh, sure.
But that's another thing I'm too stupid for.
Yeah, so I think when I started playing with those, it had been a couple of years since like between me being aware of, there are those pedals that are super expensive, and I guess they sound very good, but like how much better can they sound, to actually trying some Strymon pedals. Like it was probably 2-3 years. So I think at that time I was much more open about expensive pedals. And then, it was like, this actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
And definitely like, I don't know, like when they started making the smaller ones. Because now I have the Brig, which is like the smaller Brigadier.
Yeah. Do they stop making the Brigadier too?
I feel like they did, yeah. But it was interesting with that pedal because like I tried it once at a guitar store and I was like, oh, this is such a good emulation that like, what's the point even?
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the negative things people think about Strymon maybe is that they are like digital, and some people are just like analog only.
Sure.
Which, whatever, is fine. But then you play a pedal like that and it's like, oh yeah, like this is great.
Yeah, but so the weird thing for me was that it was like that moment of like not seeing when I would need this, because it's like, well, it's doing such a good job at replicating a bucket brigade delay that like, why shouldn't I just get a bucket brigade delay, right?
Yeah.
And then I got I tried a couple of different things. I ended up landing on there's a Supro delay.
Oh yeah.
That has an expression pedal connection, and you can choose what parameter it affects. But then I don't know, there were just some like weird quirks where I think the expression pedal stuff was fine, except I think with the expression pedal, like if you wanted to get like the full range of the knobs, it was some bizarre value for the expression pedal that you needed. So my only options were like either buying some Mission Engineering expression pedal that was more expensive than the delay.
That's crazy.
Or like buying some cheaper one and like opening it up and replacing the pod.
Yeah.
And then there was something else where like if you could do tails, but if you had a tail going and you turn the pedal off, the tail will get louder.
Oh, that seems...
I do not understand. Like and maybe that was something that like people using a delay in a normal way wouldn't run into, but like because I was doing the oscillation thing, it was very noticeable.
Yeah. That's like the opposite of what you want.
Well, I just wanted to stay the same.
Yeah,
I just want to be able to like create like a drone and then just freeze it there.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, when you turn it off, if there's tails, you're just basically cutting the input.
Yeah.
So then I can just keep playing over it and it's not going to affect anything, right? Yeah. And then when I ran into that issue, it was like when the Brig made all the sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yes, this is exactly the sound that I want with all the functionality of a digital pedal.
Yeah.
Like I can assign anything to the expression pedal. The bypass and the switching, everything works with no issue whatsoever. It can do like mono in, stereo out, mono in, mono out, stereo in, stereo out. Like it's just super flexible in a pretty small size. Yeah, and I mean that's also when I started watching more of the videos that they make. I forget what his name is, but like one of the designers.
Oh, the guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
Is he bald? Like, yeah. He's just like
goatee,
super like clinical, but in a
Yeah. I mean, sometimes when I watch those videos is when I realize like how it is kind of crazy. Like I imagine like somebody who only knows me casually, like watching me watch a 20-minute video about like different delays and how they emulated it, and it's like, okay, this is very niche. But yeah, I feel like watching those videos, I don't know, like it made sense of like, oh, you're going way beyond just like, oh, it should sound like this or it should sound like that. It's like you deeply understand what the original pedals, why they sound the way they do.
Yeah.
And you're trying to replicate like everything on a very deep level, like really from the ground up. It's not just about the result. Which, yeah, then I feel like it also, you're kind of guaranteeing that like, no matter how the person wants to use this pedal, if they could get the sound with the original, they will be able to get it with this. Even if it was like a use that you didn't anticipate, right? Yeah. So I don't know. It was one of those moments of like, oh yeah, this is why this is more expensive. Like this is how much work went into it. This is how detailed this is. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, now like I love the Brig.
I will say too that I got back from tour once and my Volante was like some buttons were malfunctioning. I'd hit a button and then some of those tape head buttons, and then other buttons would turn on around it.
Oh well.
And so I sent it back to Strymon. I think it was not even under warranty anymore, but they just like they fixed it, sent it back, and it was like, oh great. They like
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's some points in their favor. And maybe that's why they're so expensive too. That's
yeah.
They're just like they care about their stuff.
Yeah. So I think definitely for me, like it's this idea that they're just like posh pedals has changed a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they also are posh pedals in a way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I'm sure that there's a lot of people who like could be using something cheaper and they just use that because it looks fancy.
Clout.
Yeah, but I think it is also, they're really good pedals. Like if you know what you're doing and you chose that, you didn't just choose it because it is expensive. Like yeah.
What do you think of their new like analog series?
I'm very excited. I don't know. It was just so out of nowhere. It was like, oh cool. This is and it's, I think they do a very good job on like having the different series, but it still feels very integrated.
Yeah, it's like all under the same umbrella, like clearly.
Yeah, like right, like and it's very easy to understand of like, okay, you have like the huge ones, because that's kind of like choose like whatever we're talking about, right? Delay or reverb or modulation, you have everything. Like anything that you could need is gonna be in here. And then you have the middle-sized ones. It's like, okay, this is much more curated, but you still have some options and they're very straightforward. And then the smaller ones, it's like, okay, now we're taking like some of the things that you really liked about some of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
And just giving you that. Except like I feel like they made some that you don't have in there's no equivalent to like in the mid-size version.
Yeah, they did like a oil can one or something, right?
Yeah. And there's also that Univibe, I think.
Oh right, yeah.
It's a purple one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like the analog ones, it's like, what? What? I don't know. I tried the Fairfax.
Okay.
It didn't do what I wanted it to do, but it was very nice. It was just mainly with the bias, like it was more bias as in texture.
Okay.
Not so much as in like a gate.
I see.
Like I couldn't get like the super like Velcro dirt sounds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're like surprisingly. I guess if I had never seen them and you just told me like, oh, Strymon is making analog pedals now, I would think like, okay, there's also gonna be like a bunch of switches and like some like options and stuff, and they feel very like this is the sound and that's it. There's no
bells and whistles.
Yeah, like because I think the Fairfax doesn't even have a tone knob. It just has like bright or not bright. And the one that just came out a couple of weeks ago is, I think it's just like a fast phase, and it's also, I think, just volume and drive, and that's it. Yeah, I'm excited to see. Like, I mean, they say it on the videos that like they already have at least one more that is pretty much ready to go.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's I'm trying to think of like another example of something that feels like so unrelated, but also somehow like it makes a lot of sense within the same brand. Because I complain a little bit about Walrus, where like sometimes they release something, I'm like, how is this the same company? I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
And again, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Do they have ones with sliders, Walrus? Am I thinking of that right? Is there like a series that
you might be thinking of the All Blood ones that they all had?
Maybe.
Yeah. There was one, and that series just got discontinued, and I feel like now
that's right.
Like that reverse delay that just came out, I think is like their expanded version of the reverse from that other series.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think Walrus, they have some stuff. Like I think they came up with a looper recently that also had some sliders.
Okay.
And that was one of those where it's like, if I just saw this pedal, I have no idea what brand this is. And I mean, probably people don't care about this. They're just gonna buy it. Yeah. Anyway,
well, they have their like canvas line, right? That's like the more like utility pedals, and those all kind of look the same, which I guess is, I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. But then they also have like the Mako series, and then there's like one that is like very high end, like they made like a delay.
Oh yeah.
Recently,
it's like a stereo delay, right?
Yeah, and like recently there was like a bass DI, and now there's like a compressor. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I want. Like, it's all fine, but there's something nice when like you see a pedal and you're like, oh yeah, that's this brand, and it makes sense within everything else.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I don't know. I also like builders that just have like two pedals.
Yeah.
and like both of those pedals don't look like they're from the same person. That's cool too. Like if it's all just super chaotic, that's fine too.
Yeah. That's a choice in and of itself.
Yeah. Well, you didn't talk much about your Strymon pedals, but I feel like you've talked a lot about them.
Yeah. Well, I think I've only had the I had the Deco for a bit too.
Oh yeah,
the Flint
you told
and
me
Volante, and then and the Deco's great.
Yeah.
I'm curious that they have plugins too. I'm curious to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because that was a great thing about the Deco, is it was just like a great like recording tool, because it has that. I think you can get a max of like 2 repeats on the delay side of it, or it's just like a chorus or flanger or double tracker. And the drive section is really good too. The tape saturation. It was really great. It sounds and feels real.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean,
I don't know how they do that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think like what are Strymon pedals that were like not good. I know there was some like boost or compressor that maybe ended up getting discontinued, but like I feel like almost anything that they've released, you're gonna find somebody who's like, oh, this is the best of whatever this is, right? So yeah, it just kind of feels like whatever they decide to make, they nail it, right?
As you talked about, they like put the time and energy in to make it good.
Yeah, I don't know. And even like the user interface, I feel like they're very smart about like not overcrowding it. Yeah, just like giving you like good options, like easy decisions to make, and you just get what you need. Yeah, good job, Strymon.
Yes, keep up the good work.
I'm sure you've been waiting to run us online to tell you that you have a good pedal company, but you do.
Thank you, Mr. Strymon. I did have 2 Volantes and 2 Flints simultaneously at one point. That's how much I like them.
You had 2 Volantes?
Yeah, you didn't know this?
I don't know. I feel like I forget about this.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, but back when I was touring with Deb Talon more, and I had my small like fly board.
It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to take.
It got annoying though. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was ostentatious in hindsight, but sometimes you get back in town and then you have another gig where you want to use the big board.
Yeah. I mean, you do play out more than I do, so like I've never had to change boards that often. But
yeah.
All right. Should we move to
JHS? Is that next?
Yeah.
Carlos is nervous about this one. JHS might have been like the first, like one of the first boutique brands I ever like took note of. I feel like,
yeah,
certainly probably the first boutique. I think I got the Unicorn at Chicago Music Exchange, playing with Liz Moen.
Oh yeah.
And I think not even knowing, well, I guess I still don't really know what Univibe is, but definitely back then not knowing what it was, but thinking it sounded cool. That was like the V1 too, so it was the big one, and then sold that at some point, and then got it again because it's like, oh yeah, because then I learned a little bit more about Univibe, or what it actually sounded like.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
or like all the Pink Floyd and Jimi Hendrix stuff that I grew up on.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like, what do you have from JHS right now?
Well, as we've talked about, I have two of the Unicorns because I thought it broke and needed it for a gig fast, but I don't think it actually broke.
Is that it?
I just sold the Kodiak and the Artificial Blonde.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Artificial Blonde that you had that. Yeah,
which that's a great pedal, but I just wasn't using it as much as I would have liked to. And it's also I didn't utilize the fast and slow very much, and if you don't do that, it's a big pedal that it was just taking up too much real estate. What else have I had historically from them? I had the Clover for a bit, that like EQ thing of theirs.
Oh yeah. That's like I think that's based on some Boss.
Yeah, the Edge EQ, used it. I think
preamp or something. Okay,
but I kind of used it as like for an acoustic board I had for a little bit, as because it has a XLR out, so you could go like direct.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking like, why would you buy that? Like, what was it about it that made it?
Because I know people like use that, and then their like Pulp and Peel also has the XLR out.
Yeah,
and a lot of people use that.
The Tascam preamp one also.
Oh right, yeah. And then they have that like color box too, which is like a
that's right,
console in a box kind of thing.
Yeah,
which I know some friends have those and use them just like in the studio, basically, just like as a preamp. I've never used it, but yeah. What do you think people's general impressions of JHS are, or preconceived?
I mean,
notions?
I would say like, I feel like most people like them, especially with what you were. Or sorry, I don't remember if this was before we started recording, but yeah, we're talking about like the videos. Like, I feel like once they started that, it has become this very like positive vibe, and like people just like the pedals. I think also like when they started with that line, like the ones that are just all white and they're cheaper.
Yeah, the cheap ones. Because those are like $99 or something.
Yeah, something, or at least when they came out, that was what they were. Yeah, I think that was a good idea, and that like it kind of like gets all people familiar with the brand, and then I don't know. Honestly, for me, like JHS is, it feels like people either like really like them or people have pretty bad opinions about the Josh.
Because he's been accused of like, well, I mean, like most of their pedals are just, maybe not most.
Yeah, no. There was one back in the day, and like you can't even buy that pedal anymore. I don't remember what the JHS version was called. This was from a pedal builder called Devi Ever. I think the pedal in question was maybe it was on the Hyperion. I don't know. It was one of her fast pedals. She mainly made fasts. Yeah, and then there was something where like JHS made a clone while the older pedal was still being sold. And then I think even they went as far as like there was some drama where like Devi Ever was like emailing some of the stores that were carrying, or like some of the
dealers. Yeah,
some of the dealers. Sorry, I was forgetting the word. And then Josh was saying like, no, this is not true. This is not a clone. Which I don't know. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Like, obviously, I don't know the guy.
Yeah,
but yeah, like the main things that I've heard is that, and then like there was something with some maybe not association to like some
like mega church or something, right? Yeah, that's what I remember hearing, and then never getting like a definitive, of course, because again, we don't know these people.
I don't know, and I mean that's also at some point it's like they don't owe you an answer to this, right? Like there's always gonna be some. I don't know. At the end of the day, they're making pedals. You're buying the pedals. Like we don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Even the people that we think are very nice, we don't know them, right?
Well, then there's like the few people just outwardly. Well, was it Full Tone? Like when all the.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean that we do know.
Yeah. And like the Dan Electro guy too, right? Is like.
Yeah.
So we can take a firm stance against them on the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, there are some. Which is so weird because I think it was Jackson Audio kind of like brought Full Tone back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So now it's like, okay, so I guess Jackson Audio is also then like.
I had one of their drive pedals for a little bit, and then.
Oh wait, Jackson or Full Tone?
Jackson, the Bloom. No, the Broken Arrow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but so that's the thing. I mean, with JHS, it's not like they're going on Twitter and like ranting about trans people, right? Like if they have bad opinions, they're at least smart enough to like keep them to themselves, or like not like just like add fuel to the fire, right? Yeah, recently there was something, I don't know if this might be extremely niche, but like there's this guy in Portland, the company is Blamo Electronics. And there was something where like he was making like JHS released that Not on Dumbo.
Yes, yeah.
That was this kind of like 2-in-1 pedal, but like weirdly you could only use one of the sides at the same time, even though there were separate circuits. So then people started modding them so that you could actually use both at the same time. You could stack them. So Blamo mainly makes like stuff very clearly based on something, and then like with like smart mods or like smaller enclosures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just made like I think they call it a tiny Dumbo. It's like very small, like the size of like an MXR carbon copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the two sides, and even I think you can choose the order. And yeah, he was posting apparently like because the aesthetic is also very close to like it's clearly not the same pedal. It's clearly not the same brand. It's just kind of like a nod, like oh yeah, cool. Like now you can And also the other one is discontinued, so it's like. I mean, to me, that's fair game.
Yeah.
And apparently he got some emails from Josh being like, yeah, you need to change, like if you don't change, like, the way the pedal looks, like, there might be some, like, legal consequences or something. Or it's like...
Well, hasn't he... I mean, he's used, like, logos and stuff in the past and gotten, like he had, like, the Pink Panther logo he used.
Oh, yeah.
And got, like, a cease and desist and had to...
Yeah, so, I don't know. There's just once in a while something where I'm like...
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, nothing that makes me like with Fulton or with Dan Electro, like that I would like if a friend was saying like, oh, I'm thinking about buying this, I would be like, do you know about this stuff, right?
Totally.
With JHS, I never feel like.
No, yeah.
It's all like vague enough or like small enough.
Yeah, it's not like a grand moral failing or something like that. That's
no. And again, it's just more like, well, I know about those things.
Mm-hmm.
I might not know about something else that a different pedal builder is doing. So I'm not gonna pretend like I have all the information and that whatever my opinion is like that's the law or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then I mean, if we're just talking about like the pedals purely, like I don't know. I mean, there's something about like there has never been one where I was like, oh yeah. That's what I need, or I'm super excited about this.
Yeah, the unicorn for me, it's like it's been on and off a couple times, but it always finds a way back on because it's like I do love using it in the vibrato setting or whatever, just kind of that slow, deep, little throb that you might not even like know it's there, but it makes a cool like almost solo boost kind of thing, or just lifts it a little bit.
Yeah,
but yeah, I got the Kodiak. I bought and sold the Kodiak twice as well. And this last time I got it, it was on a board and it was like, it's like, I don't know. Even the sine wave, it doesn't feel like going back to Strymon, like the Flint, like those like waveforms feel like so perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I think in that situation, it's like, it's not that you were trying to like the Kodiak, is that it was fighting against your Strymon. So, I mean, that's a pretty tough fight.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And the Strymon has the harmonic trim too, so it's just like that's going to win every time for me.
Yeah.
Oh, the Morning Glory I had too, actually.
Okay, yeah. I was forgetting about that. Yeah.
That's a really great, like low mid gain drive.
Yeah,
I sold that as well.
Yeah, but then I mean, because it's interesting if I compare like JHS to Earthquaker, I don't think they're that different. If I purely only think about the pedals, like a lot of Earthquaker is also clearly based on something else, with just like a small modification that makes it like their version, right?
Yeah.
They also have, I mean, I would say probably like I'm guessing, at least from the perception, I think like in sales there might be like comparable. But I don't know, Earthquaker just seems cooler.
They have they have a chiller, cooler vibe to me.
Yeah, like the designs are cooler, like they have that kind of like, I don't know, like rockier.
I think they do just like more interesting ideas though. It's like
sometimes, but sometimes not.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I mean they do have like the outliers of like oh yeah, the Rainbow Machine or like the Afterneath. Yeah, I guess like if I think of that, like what is the equivalent of that in JHS? I can't think of anything that is like, oh, this is a weird ass pedal.
Yeah, and maybe that's probably just not what he's trying to do, I guess. But
yeah, I don't know.
But like, but then that's not as interesting to me. Where it's just like, oh
yeah,
because the JHS stuff is good too. It's like it's quality stuff.
Yeah. I've never heard anything bad about that, or like customer service or anything like that.
And like aesthetically too, it's like I think they've nailed that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you like them more than I do.
Yeah,
I like the idea of like basic color, one piece of art, like somewhere in the middle, small. But then I feel like what they choose is just kind of boring. I don't know. I don't know. They're fine. I'm not a big fan, but
yeah,
I guess based on vibes, maybe. and some like rumors or very anecdotal evidence. So don't sue us.
Should we finish up with Chase Bliss?
Yeah, let's do that.
Kind of, I would say Strymon-ish in it, like initial. It's like you see it on a board and it's like, oh, this person is not afraid of spending money.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember trying the brothers, the original brothers.
Okay, yeah.
At Chicago Music Exchange years ago. It was really cool, and I was looking for a new drive at that point. Tried it out, and then kind of did a lap around the store, as I do to overthink things. And I looked at the price again, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot this was like almost $400 instead of like because even I was thinking it was like $300, which was still a lot."
No.
Yeah. And then it was like, okay, I'm not sure I'm ready for these pedals yet.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love the mood, but maybe I'm still not ready for these pedals.
Because wait, you have two moods.
Two moods.
We've been through this. Two V1.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Which thankfully I got those used for I think like $250 or whatever. So it's
that's nice.
So that felt all right.
Yeah. And then you have the Lost and Found.
Yeah, which I got that used as well, so maybe a little bit cheaper than new, but
yeah, I don't have any. Like I've never owned any Chase Bliss. I don't know. For me, it was interesting. Kind of similarly, like I remember when I saw the first thing, was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, because then you see like the dip switches too, like
yeah, but also just like in terms of like the price and everything, was like, why? How is this justifiable? I guess, and definitely the more time I've spent like just getting familiar with the brand, it's like, oh no, this is. I don't know. It kind of feels like it's like, well, you know what you want to make. You really like, there's nothing like it. And you know what this is worth.
Yeah.
So you're just going to set the price, and if people buy it, they will buy it. And they have, right?
They found their market, certainly.
Yeah. So I don't know. It feels like there's few times when you're like, well, I could buy this or I could buy this other thing. Like, if you really want whatever the Chase Bliss one is, that's about it.
Yeah.
Like, and with the added thing of like, even if you then like wanted more features, you have all the dip switches, you have everything.
That's the great thing is like, the mood, which I love. It sounds great. It's got a bunch of cool sounds just right on top. And then like I haven't even delved into the
but I think there's a beauty in that where it's like completely out of the way.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to think about it.
And you don't see it. Yeah, exactly. It's like on the back.
Yeah.
So it's
And then like if 5 years after using this pedal, you're like, oh, I wish it could also do this. It might be able to.
Yeah.
Like what else is there that allows that like the pedal can grow with you in a way.
Totally.
Yeah, and I mean this dating the podcast a little bit, but yeah, they just released the new Big Time. Which what is that series called? Automaton?
Something like that, yeah, with the sliders. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because they have the drive and the reverb, right?
Yeah.
Or the preamp or whatever they call it.
Yeah. And I forget if the preamp was just them, because I think the reverb was with Mary's.
That sounds right. And then this new one is with
Electronic Audio Experiments.
Yes, that's right.
I think maybe it was yesterday when all the videos came out. I watched mainly just their videos. Like there was like a short introduction, then one that is like a very long, in-depth demo. It's like 15, 20 minutes or something like that. And then like more just like the history of like the pedal. Yeah, I mean it's wild. Like you were saying, you haven't looked much at
I just saw the email and kind of saw vaguely what it was. It's based on some rack mount or delay or something.
I mean, I think that's kind of like the technology, quote unquote, but then it's not the features are not based on anything.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It is pretty crazy, like how in that longer demo they're just going through like each like module in a way. Where it's like, okay, you have this like limiter and there's this preamp and then like the repeats and blah blah blah, and you can like quantize the time so that you can do like jumps in octaves or in fifths. And even with all that information, the way that then those different parts of the pedal like interact with each other, it's like I have no idea if I would like the pedal or not. It feels like the kind of thing where like you would really have to spend time with it. I mean, there were some sounds in those demos that like I've never heard. So that was very exciting. And I mean, how familiar are you with Electronic Audio Experiments?
Not really very much.
Okay.
I've heard of them. But.
Yeah. The main guy is very smart. Like, I mean, he has like a PhD in like electric engineer or something.
Okay.
And it's somebody who like, if you listen to enough like pedal conversations, like he keeps popping up, not only as like the people like the pedals that he makes, but also that like some other company, like I feel like he's doing a lot of stuff like behind the scenes on like, oh, we need somebody to help us with this specific thing. We're gonna hire you for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, just especially watching that video of like the whole history of the pedal, it's like, this is so cool that like this group of people spent like 6 years developing this pedal.
Yeah.
It's like no compromises. Like everything's exactly how we want it to be. And this is how, and it costs $1,000.
Yeah.
And like, but that's what I mean. It's like, well, yeah, for the amount of time that you spend researching this, and for how much stuff there is inside that pedal, like it makes sense that it costs $1,000. I'm not gonna buy it.
No, yeah.
But I don't know. Like it is kind of like that conversation that we were having about the Julian Lash callings, right? Where it's like,
yeah,
I'm glad that those things are out there.
That someone's making these.
Yeah. Like I think that's good for everybody.
It's like raises the bar kind of thing too. Like
yeah, totally. Like seeing what's possible if you just go for it and don't think about like is this going to be a terrible decision?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like in that way, I feel like I like that it worked out. Not specifically that pedal, but just like the company of like, it's kind of like you have this vision, you're just gonna do it, and actually people went with it. But it is interesting to me that I think when I've tried Chase Bliss pedals, so far there hasn't been something where I was like, oh crap, I need that sound. Like most of what I'm interested in that realm, the microcosm does either
for sure, yeah,
something very similar or like close enough.
Yeah, the mood was kind of my like microcosm off ramp when I sold the microcosm, because it's like it did that, those kind of like high delay things, they're like the octave up delay things, and the little or the micro looping, because I didn't fully utilize the microcosm looper. And so this is like a nice little, it's just easier for me to use.
Yeah, because also you like your looper is already the volante.
Exactly, yeah. so it's easier to like layer something else in quick.
Yeah.
The mood, and it's like 4 times smaller too.
Yeah, and I think the mood, it's a good like. I mean, from what I understand, and from like videos that I've seen and talking to friends, it's like it can do a lot, but it feels like maybe like it presents the options in a more gradual way.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the microcosm is like boom, like here's everything at once, right? Like every dish of the meal came at the same time, and it's all on the table, and it's getting cold. Yeah, and also like I think his name is Joel, the main guy from JHS Bliss. I've never heard anything bad about him. Like everybody's like, like oh my god, this guy is so nice and so supportive, and
they do a lot of like collaborations too, which is cool.
Yeah. Do you watch that video when the Brothers Analog Man came out?
I'm sure I did. It's been a while though.
Yeah, there's this video with like him and the guy from Analog Man, like over the years, like meeting multiple times, and like I think they even like go to Japan together, and they're like,
oh wow,
going in some like weird small market and like buying some rare parts or something. And I don't know, I was watching that video and I was like, this is so beautiful. These 2 guys like just traveling together,
pedal nerds, just
yeah, but it was just so wholesome.
Yeah,
like yeah. So I mean, he just seems like a very kind person. But again, we don't know anybody. Maybe he's terrible. Maybe everybody's lying.
and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
No. This is gonna turn into like a weird like true crime pedal podcast.
Investigative journalism.
Like, serial, but with pedals.
Just digging up dirt.
Yeah. I mean that was my main concern when you suggested this topic. Like I didn't want it to turn into like
like throwing accusations out or whatever.
Or like just talking shit about
that's
pedal companies. Yeah, and I mean I'm hoping that it didn't come across.
No, because I think companies are just viewed differently just based on what they do and how they present themselves, good and bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Anything else to say about JHS Bliss?
Cool name. Yeah, it's nice. Also very, very wholesome, upbeat. Although I think it took me a while to understand what it meant. Like
I didn't find out until just now.
Oh, really?
When you said it and then said a positive message or whatever. I was like, oh yeah.
It's literally just
that's what that means, isn't it? Wow. To me, it was just words. I'm also terrible with like lyrics and songs. It takes me like
totally
dozens of listens to comprehend the meaning.
Yeah. That's a funny thing because like I feel like we all think that we're bad with lyrics, but I don't know if anybody's good with lyrics.
I think songwriters are good with lyrics. Like listening to other songs, they
just remember the lyrics immediately. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just hanging out more with musicians, but like I mean, songwriters are also musicians. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Instrumentalists. Yes. But yeah, it just feels like there's so often you hear people saying like, "Oh yeah, I have no idea what the lyrics are." Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know if this is one of those things where it's super universal, but everybody thinks it's just them.
I'm so interesting.
Yeah, totally. All right, should we move to albums?
Yeah, I'll go first, I guess, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that is good.
I'm gonna go a little weird pick today.
Okay.
So, also to date this episode, I'm playing in a Broadway pop show with Orchestra Iowa this coming weekend, which I was kind of nervous about because it's a little scary or intimidating because it's out of my comfort zone. But we had like a rhythm section rehearsal yesterday with the singers, and then most of my fears were alleviated, of course, which is annoying to waste stress on that. But one of the songs that, I was gonna say that we were doing, but I'm not on it, is A Little Priest from Sweeney Todd. So I'm gonna say Sweeney Todd, the original cast recording, or any cast recording, I guess, but the original from '79. I think.
Oh, sorry, that is your.
That is my pick. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
I did not understand what was happening.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. I said, yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah, but
Okay.
so my parents took me and my sister to see a production at the Guthrie Theater in St. Paul or Minneapolis. Anyway, Twin Cities. When I was in 4th grade, I think my sister was in 6th grade, and it was very, very scary as a 4th grader. And it's like it was kind of immersive. And in the second act, there's a lot of stuff at a mental asylum.
Okay.
And I was like sitting right next to the mental asylum with all these actors playing mentally ill people. And it was quite scary, a little bit traumatizing. And then, so it was always like, that show was always just in the back of my mind. And then the movie came out in 2007 and then kind of sparked a new interest in it. And I was also just like getting more, I'd gone to college or whatever, and was just getting more into music in general and like writing and analyzing music, learning more music theory. And then started listening to Sweeney Todd, and it was like, it's just really dense, cool music. I do, and I had grown up a bit, so I wasn't as scared of it anymore.
I'm a big boy now.
But I don't know. It balances like, the horror thing. It's like farcical. It's funny. I mean, Sondheim is kind of known to be a little more like cerebral, I guess, or has those like patter kind of songs where it's like a lot of really condensed lyrics, but he's such a great writer that they all like fall on the right beat and make sense, and it's like it's very satisfying. It's almost like it's like a puzzle you're listening to. But then the music though was just that the orchestrations, like really cool chord choices, really like thick, like crunchy chords that I didn't know that like wouldn't have made sense to me or even crossed my mind that you could do that, but like adding I don't know, this is music theory nerdery, but doing a chord with like both a major 7 and a minor 7 in it, just getting that kind of crunch. It's like, you can do stuff like this. I need to so it definitely like broadened my thought process with how I could write music or how I could just expand my palette. It's just, and then it's always good to listen to. I don't know, it's very it might.
Do you say what year this, like the original?
The original I believe is 1979.
Okay.
With Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Lovett, and Lynn Carreyrou is Sweeney Todd in that one, and he's got a fantastic voice. And then me and my dad went to New York a few years ago and saw it on Broadway with Josh Groban as Sweeney Todd, which was awesome.
Very nice.
And fun to hear with because they had the full 26 piece or like the original like ensemble size of it. So it was a really cool full sound. Yeah, it's great. I love it. It might be my favorite like piece of art.
What?
Ever. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Truly.
What are you? No, that cannot be true.
It's very rich, and there's always something new.
Like no album is better than Sweeney Todd.
For me, I don't know. I go back to it a lot. It sticks with me.
Man, who are you?
This is apparently a theater dork. Which is news to me a little bit.
Man, that is crazy. I feel like it's funny on your recommendations. Like often it's like, oh yeah, I can see why Dan would like this, and then you're like, this changed my life, or this might be my favorite song ever. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know we were going that strong. It's also funny because like I didn't know that you had a sister.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a sister that is also 2 years older than me.
All right.
And also I have a Sweeney Todd story with my sister.
Oh, amazing.
So I'm pretty sure that this was in Cordoba. This is like in the south of Spain. She went to study cello there. I went to visit her when I was still in high school. And then we went to see Sweeney Todd, and maybe it was also like at some weird time of the day, and it had been out for a couple of weeks. We were the only people in the cinema. So we were kind of just like laughing and like talking and singing along. So it was really fun. I mean, I don't know. In general, like musical theater is a very American thing. So I think I'm definitely more open to it. Last time I was in New York, we went to see Gypsy.
Okay.
And that was so good.
Yeah.
Like, also, I mean, in terms of like just the performance, it's like Jesus, just some of the best things I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm not a hater, but sometimes it's still hard for me to really get into it.
Totally understand.
Because I don't know. I mean, it has a very specific aesthetic.
Yeah,
like you have to
meet it where it's at for sure.
Yeah. It can be kind of like an acquired taste.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of musical theater I hear where it's like, oh, I don't like this at all. Just like
yeah, definitely.
There's that like kind of Broadway pop kind of sound where it's like that does nothing for me.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Not what I expected.
Told you. I promised a weird one.
I know. Yeah. All right. Well, I think it was on last episode I was talking about Honning Barna, the Norwegian punk band.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't remember anything. You've already told me you don't remember any episode that we've done.
It all kind of disappears out of my head. I'm just living in the moment.
Yeah. But yeah, so funny enough, they were like the second Norwegian band that I really got into, and that I feel like I don't know anybody who listens to them. The first one was before that, and it's a band called Aiming for Enrique.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah. And then, funnily enough, I found out that the guitar player from Aiming for Enrique played in Honning Barna for at least one album. I don't know. But yeah, so Aiming for Enrique is the band. The album is called Las Napalmas, like a wordplay between Las Palmas and Napalm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm assuming that's what it is. I don't know what else. This is from 2017. So Aiming for Enrique is a 2-piece. It's guitar player. I'm pretty sure he's playing a baritone. Maybe tuned to C or something like that. And a drummer. And the guitar player has a pretty big pedal board, and he's doing a lot of looping. So a lot of their songs is just based on like layering. Ours is probably the best. Let's say like phrase looping. There's no like micro looping or anything like that, right? Like just building songs with looping. To me, is definitely my favorite example. And technically, it's really wild, like how well he does it. Also, in terms of that, like I feel like if you listen to an album, it's not even like the main attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just sound like really good songs. And sometimes you can tell that it's like, oh yeah, this is the same thing but backwards, or this is now like it went up an octave. But there's no like the typical thing with when you see looping live, it's like, okay, I'm gonna like do this layer and then I'm going like, so you're kind of waiting for like a minute until the song starts, right? Here, obviously, the fact that there's a live drummer like helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because they can start right away, right? Nobody has to build beats or something. And they can also do very fast changes with the drummer just changing what's doing. I'll probably send you a video at some point, but like, and that's also how I found them. Like, there's this YouTube channel called, well, I think now is just the name of the guy, but I think for a long time it was called Living Room Guitar Demos or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's also Norwegian. And I don't know if it was on his channel that he also had some like live shows that he had. It's almost more like a studio performance with a live audience, right? Like a pretty small room.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it doesn't look like a venue. And yeah, I don't remember how. Like it just showed up and I clicked on it. And like the first song was also or either the first song in the video or maybe I just clicked on a video that was only that song. But it was the opening from this album. And it was one of those where it's like immediately blown away. Like, what is this? And like, I'm connecting to it at such a high level, like right away. There's no question that I love this. And yeah, like from the beginning, it's like it just kind of like opens with like a tremolo and like he's like looping that. And then suddenly that becomes like a sample that he can play.
Okay.
Like kind of like the stuff that the guy from Minus the Bear does.
Yeah.
With a DL6 where like he can just like start and stop things. And then there's a lot of like like taking something, using it almost as a sample, and then having a looper after that. So now you can like play the sample and turn that into a looper. So yeah, there's a lot of like looping loops. And I don't know, I mean, just like the songs are so good. The way he's using the loopers is so smart. Where like it's not boring. If you listen to the album, it just sounds great. And if you watch a video, he nails it live. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure that there's some layer, some overdub or something that is in the album that is not live. But like most of it seems like he just like it, because that's also the thing. Like it usually I'm very pro like do whatever you need to do in the studio to make it the best record, and then when you play live, just do what you can, right? Yeah. Like the experience doesn't have to be the same. But this seems like something where it's like you wrote the songs being very careful about like that you could play them live.
Yeah.
And there was so much like problem solving involved in figuring out like how you can transition from one thing to another, or like how you can take this thing and now like flip it and change the chords underneath it or stuff like that. But then when you're listening to the recordings, like there's no point where you think, oh, he should have just ignored whether he could play it live or not, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. It works so well. Like to me, it's like so well done that it all works with his setup live and in the studio. Like there's nothing I wish was different.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and also like really good sounds. Like, yeah, it's so good. I've listened to some of the other albums, like especially the ones after that. They're good, but I mean they're very good. But like they kind of got into this more like, it's not disco, but it's a little bit disco. Like it's, right. I mean, the one after this one was called Music to Work Out.
Okay.
Or Music for Working Out. And it works that way. Like it is this kind of like more just like, I feel like they were going maybe for like a more like within the same sound, but slightly more towards electronic and less towards just rock. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like this morning when I was thinking about like what to talk about, I just put it on and listened to the whole thing. I was like, man, this is just so good. So yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Excellent. Well, this has been Stompboxing. I'm Dan.
I'm Carlos.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.